Hello, everyone. I am going to take a couple of minutes to walk you through what this course all involves and how to navigate through it. So the first slide you'll go through is the course purpose, also a challenge of challenging yourself while in this course. Here is the video that I am doing and we'll be linking in soon. This course structure is how to navigate. It is asynchronous. There are steps that I'm going to be going through involving the Padlet and also how to engage. Here are the course outcomes. Here are materials needed. These two articles we will be working with, and also you will need some sort of camera on your phone to upload evidence for completion. These slides indicate almost the beginning chapters of each section, and you will be asked to respond to our Padlet. Each time you see this little Padlet guy, go to our Padlet link for response, and we will be interacting together on that Padlet. This entire page is about the significance of active reading, which many of you may be familiar with, but it gives a nice overview to spend some time here to really process. Here's the next chapter. We will be exploring the steps of guided reading and active reading. There are three main steps we will look closely at. This is an article you will be reading to practice these steps and sharing your response on the Padlet. Step 2, step 3 to process. And then we will really be looking at the active engagement strategies, which is step 3. We will be looking at these 5 in depth. Mind mapping, there's a video, share your thoughts on the Padlet, annotating a lot of examples, share your thoughts on the Padlet, visualization, a video, sharing your thoughts on the Padlet. Started. Making connections and summarizing, different ways to implement that active reading or active engagement strategy, and then finally guided reading. Once you've gone through all that and you've shared all of those submissions on the Padlet, go ahead and respond by commenting or questioning 2 separate submissions by somebody else in this class. This is considered number 8 and number 9 for the Padlet submissions, which at the end, there'll be a total, I believe, of 17 submissions for completion. Then you will be reading one of the articles and going through this active reading step 3. Whichever one you choose, once you are finished, take a picture of your active engagement and upload that picture to our Padlet. You will see on our Padlet that each Padlet request has a number correlated with it. So this particular one to upload, you will see it goes from 7 to 10. 8 and 9 were those responses within, sparking ideas and almost conversation discussion with other colleagues. And here is where you upload. You simply press the plus to post something on our Padlet, and here is where you can upload or put links. Then we will move into round 2. That was kind of round 1, where you will preview, engage in another text, again, going through the 3 steps explained in the previous slides. So you will do the same with this reading on teaching high school students how to actively read, sharing your thoughts. Step 2. Step 3, please pick a different strategy than the one used in the previous round. So in the previous one, if you did annotating, now try mind mapping or visualize sketch, making connections. And if you need to reference back to the previous slides for exactly what these active engagement strategies look like, please do that. Then again, here's another discussion, number 13 discussion on our Padlet. About just your feelings on the active reading strategies shared. Again, Another engagement with colleagues in this course, respond to a comment made on your actual submission, because people will be responding back to you, and then comment or question on 2 separate submissions. Next chapter is identify. Here, you are going to think about texts that you give to your students. If you are science, social studies, math, in that realm, obviously your text will be an informational text or a primary or secondary source. If you are in the literature world, literacy or English, nonfiction or fiction will do. So you will be picking one of your passages or texts that you read with your students. Walk through the active reading steps yourself, preview, first read, and then actively engage, and pick one of those 5 that we discussed or was displayed in the previous slides. Once you are done, upload, take a picture, upload your engagement to our Padlet. Then here you are going to make a copy of our Google slide deck. It can also be found in Google Classroom using the personalized text chosen from the previous slide. So the one you picked that you read with your students, fill in the parts on this Google slide deck to personalize this presentation that can be given or used with your students. Please also upload your Google slide deck to our Padlet, and there is a turn it in button when you're done to turn it in on Google Classroom. So I get that. I'm going to go ahead and open this so you can see what it looks like. It's going to force you to make a copy. And you will see you can change this or adapt it as you see fit. I just kind of started it. You can use this if you want. But going through, this is something you will share with students. Next year, why do we actively read? And again, you can change this as you see fit. You can also, please make sure to look closely at the notes in the notes section, just to review possibly what to say. Here, you will place the needed materials based on the active reading strategy you picked from step 3. Here then is walking students through to preview. You will be doing the text that you chose. Step 2, understand. Step 3, here add in the strategy you picked and any tools that you would like to include. And then here is where you're modeling for the students. You had already done this in the previous round, having them practice with a partner, having them discuss, then again, based on that feedback, modeling, partner, and discuss. And then ultimately they will end with completing it on their own. Again, once you're finished, upload to our slide deck for everyone to see how you're going about it. It's just a great way to gather ideas and reflection from other people. Now round 2, doing this again. Picking another text, going through all the same steps again, but now you're picking a second text that you read every year with your students. Walk through the steps. You preview it, read it firstly, actively engage, pick one that best suits your students. This may be the same one you did in the first round if you want to just focus on mind mapping or focus on annotating or visualizing, whatever you feel would be best for students, your students. Take a picture and upload it. And then add that second text you will see here, that it is the exact same thing, but it's just with a second text to use with students. There's a slide here just as ideas if you do decide to assess active engagement. Just some thoughts. Finally, reflecting. This is a form just for reflection of this course. I appreciate all of you giving this a go and taking the time to go through this. This is a 5-hour course. There is a question on this form asking how long it did take you, because it is hard to gauge as I created this. So please be honest and give me any feedback. I'm very excited about this. but it's a vulnerability thing as well, as far as how it went. So I'm always looking for ways to improve and grow and welcome your open and honest feedback. In order to complete this course for those CPDUs, there are 18 total Padlet submissions, which I will be looking at, and then that Google slide presentation to share with students, and then completing the reflection form. And if you can, please email me when you are finished with this course, since it is asynchronous, and I can make sure to record that completion in a timely manner. Here's just a little additional resource if you'd like to look at it. And I am here if you have any questions or comments or concerns. Thank you. I hope you enjoy. I hope you walk away with something, and I hope you're enjoying your summer.